Training like an Olympian, day 2. So today's workout is a pulled page out of the training book of Justin Cripps. He's a Canadian bobsledder from the West, and he won gold in 2018 in South Korea, and he is poised to win gold again this year. His workouts comprise of a lot of cardio. And when I reviewed his training program and what makes him an Olympian, much of his strength training is based around heavy weight. So you can imagine what it takes to push a 400 to 500 pound bobsled, whether it's a 2-man or a 4-man. So the amount of power that it requires to push is very upper body driven. So with that upper body driven strength needed, that also means that he needs some heavy weights. He also does a very large compendium of intervals, which also increases his cardio. So a lot of his cardio is in a running stance and cycling. He also runs with pick shoes, like grippers, on ice, because the explosive power in those first 10 meters to push the bobsled and then get into it, you need to be able to run on ice, and so he mimics that running on ice. So today though, the training protocol will be of heavy weights and building upper body and core. There's a really big core compendium in his training schedule that I pulled a few pieces from that we will also work through. So take the feet hip width apart, hinge forward, get a nice deep roll all the way up. Exhale down, roll the shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale up. Open nice and wide. Take a big reach through those fingertips, opening the chest. Hold here. Take a tip to the right and a tip to the left. Reach from the top of that hip, lengthen long. Right side body reach, left side body reach. Come back to center. Keep the long lengthened reach, hinge forward. Flatten the back, parallel to the floor. Sit back in the heels. Hold those hamstrings. Inhale all the way up. Take it across. Grab the shoulder blades, tuck and round. Inhale, lift up. Roll the elbows overhead. Pelvis has a tilt. Tilt over to the right side, releasing that shoulder, lifting the lat out of the rib cage. Inhale, center, over to the other side. Pelvis has a tilt, no arch in that lower back. Inhale up. All the way down, let the shoulders drape, hang on to the elbows, just hang here. Hold those hamstrings nice and steady. Inhale, round it up. So the first round is going to be a Tabata round, and I'll need you to pick up something fairly heavy. The range of motion is small, it's a pulse, but make sure it's heavy. First round, feet are gonna come hip width apart. Let me throw my timer on. So, hip width apart, toes are pointed straight ahead, making sure that you have that lower body set up. So you don't need the toes turned out. Everything angles from your hip flexors, down the center of your quads, across your patella, down to the middle of your foot, and then out between second and third toe. This is the range you want to be sitting in to get a nice, supported, steady upper and lower back. Soften the knees just a little bit, hinge forward. So the thumbs are gonna come inwards. Even though the weights have rounded those shoulders forward, ensure before you start that you lift the shoulders back and engage here. So elbows are unlocked, you should have a little micro bend, and it's a small pulse. So in a Tabata round, it's a 20-second repetition with a 10-second recovery, and we do that 8 rounds. Ready? Here we go. Set up that lower body, lift the shoulder blades, hinge, hold, lift, and pulse. Now, during Tabata, it's important to keep the breath as fluid as possible. So don't hold your breath in those 20 seconds. Keep that airflow going. 6, 3, 2, and release. Back up, shake it out. Then reset. Roll the shoulders, hinge, soften, elbows, pulse, small. So check in with your lower back here. If you have a little arch, tilt your pelvis forward, fire your glutes. 10 seconds. 4, 3, hold. There's 2 behind us, 6 ahead. So the great thing about Tabata always is that it gives you an opportunity to work through cardio. Ready? Lift, pulse. In an interval setting. Anytime you can interval train, you have an opportunity to add fire and fuel to that fat burning capability. Hold. So long after your workout, your body is still working hard, metabolism is high. Lift, pulse. All at the same time, building muscle. 10. We're coming up on the halfway mark. 4 reps, 4 sets behind us. 4 to go. 3, 2, hold. Reset. Line it up. Look at your toes. Make sure they line across the middle of that patella. Hinge. Lift. Small. Here's number 5. Rib cage stays nice and tall. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Try not to scrunch. 8. 3, 2, hold. 5 behind us, 3 ahead. We're on the back side of this Tabata round. Reset. Ready. Roll the shoulders back. Hinge. Lift. Pulse. Try to keep those elbows splayed. Try not to come in here. We want to get into those shoulders. There's so many ways to get at shoulders without just doing a shoulder lift. 3, 2, hold. 6 behind us, 2 ahead. Use your core here as you lean forward in round 7. Sit back in the heels, lift the ribs, open. Pulse. Squeeze. Changing the lever here, keeping these elbows wide. 10. 4, 3, 2, hold. 1 left. So always keeping in mind, during a Tabata round, whatever muscle you're working, the weight should be appropriate. That you can't do a 9th, 10th, or an 11th set. You should be at the point of muscle exhaustion. That's how you know you have the right weight in hand or the right resistance. 4, 3, 2, hold. Shake it out. Roll the shoulders, wiggle out the fingers, roll the wrists. Grab some water. So, we're gonna split up the legs. We're gonna work through middle back. By splitting up the legs, it makes core work just a little bit harder. So, we're gonna hinge forward over this front knee. Soften the left. Your crown of your head and your spine are on the same line when you lean forward. So try not to hunch, try not to arch. Keep a nice, neutral, long spine. Just a little hinge, maybe 20% or so forward. We're gonna standing fly here and open wide. your water round, but you will need a weight that you can chase the range. And when I say chase the range, I don't mean really quick, flappy arms, and I don't mean struggle, struggle, struggle. It should be fluid and controlled. So it should be a force at the top. You should be able to hang here for a split second. This is where the shoulder blades have a little internal rotation. They hold for a second, then they flatten out, and you come back down. So find that weight. Do a quick little repetition to see how that feels. We're gonna do 4 rounds, 2 on each side. Right foot forward. That little 20% lean. So your weight comes off your back left toe. Hinge forward. Palms are together. Exhale, squeeze. So your palms will go down to the floor. Knuckles go up. Nice and slow. Squeeze. Squeeze. Working that upper back. Think about what it would take to push a 450-pound bobsled. 6, nice and slow. 5, pinch the shoulder blades. Scapula has an internal rotation. Last 4. 3, 2. Last 1. Hold. 1 down on the right, step back. Split stance those legs. Make sure your back toe is straight ahead. Don't let that knee turn out. Come up on all 5 of those toes. Heel lifts. Hinge forward. Ready? Neck and spine have the same line. Try not to lift. Keep everything neutral and safe. Exhale and go. Squeeze. Steady breath. Keep that oxygen in the bloodstream, nice and smooth. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 1 down on each side. 1 more each side. Step back, right toes. Stay up high off that right heel. Lift nice and tall. Then hinge. Hold here. Open. Pinch the shoulder blades together. Roll them inwards. Nice and slow. Controlled. Ready? 8 to go. 8. Nice and slow. 5 to go. Squeeze. 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Hold. Release. Shake that one out. Ready. Set it up. Let's do 1 more here. Roll the shoulders back. Lean. Lift the ribs nice and tall. Lift the spine nice and tall. Lift the ribs as well. Hinge forward. Ready. Exhale. Use that core to balance on this basic right leg. You have a little bit of kickstand in the left foot. Nice and slow. Squeeze. Here we go. 6. Squeeze. 5. 4. 3. We're going to do a little core set here in 2. Last Just shake the hips left and right. Curl the toes onto the floor. Fingertips pointed straight ahead and in front of your right shoulder, left shoulder. Open the fingers up nice and wide. Pop up off of your knees. Hold, hover, inhale, up into a downward facing dog. Exhale, drop and hover. Look over your fingertips. Exhale up. Inhale forward with your breath, smooth. Exhale up. Inhale, hover. Inhale, hover. Exhale up, nice and slow. So we're using the upper body here. Core's connected, nice and slow. 3, 2, final 1. Hold, drop down. Shake the hips, release. Sit back, wiggle down into those heels. Rock left and right, release those shoulders. Lift back up. Curl those toes. Ready, hover. Press, number 2. Exhale down, look forward as though you're gonna pounce forward. Inhale. Exhale, press back. Nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Hold. Shake it out. Wiggle down. Hold. Fingertips are pointed straight ahead. Just lean into the left and right side. Release those lats. Release the shoulders. 1 more, just like it. Open those fingers. Reset in front. Hover. Belly button stays lifted. Tall to spine. Ready. Exhale, press. Inhale, hover. Look forward. Exhale, press. Inhale forward, exhale, press. Really control. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Hold. Wiggle down into those heels. Rock those shoulders and lats nice and slow. Inhale, all the way up. All right, the next round, you'll need something heavy, and we're gonna go into a single leg. So if your balance doesn't allow you to be in single leg, simply take that back foot back and just keep your big toe, second toe, with a little bit of a kickstand here to balance yourself. We're gonna come down close to parallel to the floor, and we're gonna do a double row here. Still working through this upper body. Make sure it's heavy. The range of motion, the lever is small. Everything's gonna come in nice and tight along the edges of your body. Make sure it's heavy. Right foot forward. Left foot comes back. If you're balancing, using your core here, stay here. If you're kickstanding, 1 set of toes comes back. Hinge forward. Now make sure that you did it around the spine. Lift the rib cage. Exhale, lift. Squeeze. Nice and heavy. We're only going to do 8 more. 8, 7, squeeze. 4, 3, Right toes come back. Set it up. It's important to set it up before you move. Then you should be able to stay into a spot where you began. Ready? Roll the shoulders back. Lift nice and tall. Then hinge. Soften this left front knee. Come down. If your right leg's coming up, here it goes. And pull. Squeeze. Ready, we're gonna do 8 more. 8, squeeze. 7, woo, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Pull. Place those heavy weights aside. We're coming down onto our back. Working through packs, but we're gonna add into a bridge. Anytime you can find a way to use your core inside of a workout, this is the best way to train. So grab a set of weights that you can take in long lever. This is a Tabata round, 8 rounds of 20 on, 10 off. Feet walk in just behind your glutes. Toes are pointed straight ahead. Walk the shoulder blades nice and flat. We're gonna come up, top of shoulders. Heels have the most amount of pressure in them. Don't let your toes push forward. Heels down, just have a little levitate in those pads of your feet. We're gonna open wide. We're gonna pulse right here. So the range is wide. The repetition is 20 on, 10 off in a Tabata setting. Here we go. Walk it out, nice and flat in the shoulders. Hips high, fire these glutes. Ready, pulse. Don't tent up on those shoulders, try to flatten them as best you can. Squeeze. Tabata. Palms are facing up. If you can open your fingers. 4, 3, 2, hold all the way down. Shake it out. Reset. 1 down, 7 to go. Heart rate should elevate during a Tabata round. Pelvis tilts. Lift high. Number 2, press. Walk the shoulder blades. Make sure if you have a ponytail, it's not impeding where your head sits. Changing range in your neck. Everything is square on the floor. 2, hold, 2 down. Shake it out. Reset those heels. Wrist is neutral to forearm, lift. Here we go. Pulse. Number 3. Dig those heels down, lift the hips high. Don't let go of the glutes. 4, 3, 2. Now come down, shake it out. Release that lower back. Here we go. Up. Number 4, pulse. Squeeze. Check to make sure those palms are just in line with the bottom of your shoulder here. We're going to be coming up to the halfway mark in 4, 3, hold, reset, 4 down, 4 to go. Walk the shoulder blades, lift high, open, and go. Whew. Remember in Tabata, we're never going to come back and do this muscle again. It should be at exhaustion by that 6th round. 6, 7, and 8. Should be a challenge. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Reset. Here's that 6th round. lift, pulse. Dig the heels in. Keep a grip on glutes, hips are high. 4, 3, hold. Here, 7. Reset. Lift. Open. Fire. Squeeze. Keep breathing. Steady that breath. Send some fresh oxygen to the bloodstream. It's going to feed the muscles. 3, 2, woo! 1 left, guys. Keep thinking about pushing a 400-pound bobsled. Here we go. Number 8, lift high, open. Oh my God. Becky, this really hurts. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back on your hands and knees. Take your knees wide, big toes together. Release those hips. Take your right hand out, nice and wide. Take your left hand forward, sit back. Take a long reach, forehead comes down. Inhale up, switch, right hand comes forward, left hand comes out. Sit back, reach through both those fingertips, lengthen. Inhale, all the way up. Flip back over onto your back. Hands are gonna come down into a diamond shape. Your tailbone sits inside the diamond. Roll the shoulders flat. Working that lower abdominal, the transverse abdominis. It is the deepest layer of abdominal muscle found in the body. It's very hard to get to. The lever needs to typically be fairly long to grab it and strengthen it. Try not to bend your knees. I know it's going to be hard. Take right leg long, flexed right foot. Now, right away, setting this up, you want to feel your glute contract over top of your right knuckle. And then the same on your left. Send it out, feet are flexed. Rib cage stays down, close to the mat. Don't let it lift up. You don't want any arching. Here we go, feet are flexed. Small pulse. Steady breath. Inhale. Exhale. Try not to chop up the air. Bring it in smooth. Open the mouth to exhale. Don't let go of those glutes. You should feel equal contraction over both knuckles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release down. Walk these heels in. Lift the hips, slide the hands out, shake it out. So round 2, if you're secure enough to take your hands out and slide your fingers to the nape of the neck, we're going to lift the head and shoulders. If you're not there and worried about lower back, cool. Slide back under, do the same diamond. That just keeps the pelvis tilted and it keeps that lower back in a safe spot. It's a great spot to go if your back is wonky or your glutes are a little weaker and they can't control the lower back. Better to be safe than sorry with that diamond shape underneath. So, same spot. If you want your hands at the nape of the neck, go for it. Right leg extends out. Fire that glute just as though your hand knuckle was underneath it. Make sure it's fired on the mat. Extend the other one. Flexed. Shoulder blades just hover up. Alternating. Squeeze. Don't let go of glutes. Shoulder blades lift. 8. 7 inhales. Breathe through. 6. 5. 4, Bottoms of the feet together. Open the knees nice and wide. Just rock over that lower back. Take a few deep breaths. Come back to center. You can slide your hands back underneath your tailbone. I'll show it to you here. Bottoms of the feet together. We're gonna fire the glutes just as you were, except now your feet are, bottoms of your feet are together in butterfly. Walk the shoulder blades flat. Fire the glutes. Inhale, lift the heels up. Bring the knees together, shoot them straight up. Drop them down, open, hover. Lift. You can take your hands to the nape of the neck. If you like, you can be here. Shoulder blades up. Down, open, close, extend. Down, open, close, extend, squeeze. Getting the hips to move in a different way than they normally do. Taking them out of their natural range. Always good. 4. We do a lot of seated positions throughout the day. Those hips can get very stiff. Last one. Hold, draw the knees in. Take a little circle around that lower back. And release. You're gonna need a light set of weights. I'll show you the range and you can decide what will work for you today. We're gonna take left hand out. The Canadian bobsledding team does a lot of Pilates and yoga, and it appears as though one of their faves is inside plank. So we're gonna take the knees bent, feet are together. You're gonna take a weight that you can get a nice big range in this side lying plank. Your inhale is here, your exhale is down here. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Nice and slow. Exhale down. Squeeze. Exhale. 4. Keep that left hip off the mat. 3. 2. And hold. Flip to the other side. Line it up. Fingers open, nice and wide. Take up as much of the space on the mat as you can. That's going to be your base. Make sure your right elbow is unlocked. Ready. Exhale. Open and lift. Inhale down. Try not to lock this right elbow. In fact, don't lock either elbow. Never lock a loaded joint. Inhale. Exhale down. Last 6. Squeeze. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more, guys, one more. Hold. Release. Back to left side. No weight needed on this round. Take it out of the same spot. Take your right hand up. We're going to use the oblique. You're going to drop your left hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap, and lift. Sometimes the small, innocuous little motions are the most challenging. It doesn't look like much. Tons of core and upper body needed here. 4. Tap. 3. We have one more on the other side. In 2. Last one. Hold, flip. Lifted, lowered, side plank. Nice and controlled. Line it up. Right hand is directly out of right shoulder. Lift the ribs. Inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Reach. 4. Exhale, 3. Reach. 2. One more. hold. Grab that same weight that you had in hand. Flip over onto your left hip. Stack these feet. Left fingers, left elbow softens. Take this hand straight up. Hold here. Ready, exhale, drop and tap. Lift. Drop and tap, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, final one. Hold, switch to the other side. Ready, set it up. Lift nice and tall. Rib cage up, exhale, drop. Inhale, press. Reach. Reach. 4, 3, reach. 2, final one. And hold. Come up onto your hands and knees. Knuckles are gonna come down in front of you. Thumbs are pointing forward. Push those knuckles down. Tuck the chin. Inhale, flatten the back, just look up. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, flat back, look up. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, back to center. Right hand comes forward. Sit back, wiggle down. Make that upper body as long as you can. Depending upon your upper back flexibility, you may be able to drop your forehead to the floor. Keep it nice and neutral. Each exhale, try to sit back a little deeper in these heels, releasing the lower back. Inhale up. Other side, open the fingers of the left hand, take up lots of space, then sit back. Keep breathing. Keeping in mind, one side may be way more flexible than the other. That non-dominant side can play a role sometimes in specific stretching and strengthening exercises where you cannot become unmatched to your dominant side. It is natural, it is normal, and it's often harder on that side. Inhale up. Take your fingers nice and wide. Lift your knees up. Take your feet outside the edges of your mat. Push that upper body in towards the floor, keeping your elbows unlocked. Your feet are wide so your back has lots of space to release through hips and lower back. Hold those heels down. Slowly look forward. Unlock the knees. Now they're wide on the mat. Lift up. Let the insteps kind of drape into the floor. Hold here in frog position. Release that neck. Just shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Now that you've been here for a few seconds in this wide frog, come down on your elbows. Slide your hands together, clasp them, then walk them out, forehead comes down. Once your forehead is down, slide the knuckles out a little bit longer. Oops. Reach through those shoulders. Take the longest reach you can. At the same time, you are sending those heels back towards the mat. Hold here. Inhale up. Bring these feet back together, knees back together. Walk up. Sit back over the heels. Take a long opening reach. Lift that chin up. Push your shoulder blades away from that upper body. Inhale all the way up. Flip the palms. Reach. I hope you enjoyed a little snippet of Justin Cripp's exercise routine training for the 2 and 4 man bobsled. Hopefully he brings us a gold. This country could use a gold medal right about now. And you can watch him on the 18th and 19th of February at the end of the Olympics. And he's prime time because he's the GOAT. So 8:30 p.m. I think is what the Eastern Standard Time is. Join in, cheer him on. Bye guys, have a good day.